It's going to be a weekend of clearing. Finally, we're not moving, and that is a great opportunity to look after Alba and prepare for the change of seasons and get ready for colder weather, for winter, get everything in place, remove all the summer stuff, clear out and create space for new energy to come in. I've got a long list of things to do. I'm still excited about it, but I think I'm gonna leave all of the difficult tasks for tomorrow. One of the big jobs is that I'm doing this weekend is clearing out the chimney. Today's the day. I need to put away the paddleboard. I knew that we're going to stay in Newbury for the whole 2 weeks in advance, so I've ordered something to be delivered to the post office in town. So just came back from the post office and I've got a few things to show you. I have just picked up a delivery from an ethical supermarket, so I've got some sustainable products to show you. This is the first one. It is a kitchen roll, but each sheet can be washed up to 85 times, so it's compostable. Yeah, it seems like magic, so I'm really excited about that. I've got also compostable table wipes, some brushes and loofahs. This is really good to use instead of the sponge in the kitchen. I got a shampoo bar without any packaging. You might already know that I sprout greens on the boat. These are alfalfa sprouts. So I buy them from a special place and I get organic seeds, and I just got a whole batch of new ones. So I'm really excited to try them. Every winter there are canal stoppages on the network when certain locks, bridges or towpaths are being repaired. It doesn't quite work as I imagined because a quarter of a map is on the other side, but I will work with that. I'm putting the map of the Avon Canal that we're cruising this winter on the wall so I can get a picture of the stoppages and have a rough plan of where and when we need to be to avoid them. This year closures are very short and nothing like last year when we had to basically choose whether we're doing east or west side of the canal. So the majority of them are in January and February and only for about 3 to 5 weeks. So we don't really need to think about it until 10th of January, and they're not going to go on for very long. So thumbs up from me for this year. Something I've not added on the winter prep list because it's not boat related, but something that I'm working on is crocheting a set of wrist warmers and a headband. I really like crochet. I find it incredibly peaceful. I am a complete beginner, so I use very basic stitches, but it actually makes it more meditative because I'm kind of doing the same thing over and over again. I've accidentally sprouted an obscene amount of mung beans, which happens from time to time, so I'm making a stir fry for dinner in an attempt to get through them. I just woke up and went to turn the engine on, realized that we're leaning quite a lot, so I need to go sort it out and get us back to level surface. We're seriously on the ground. I've been able to move us a few inches around the stern, but that's it. So I just reversed a little bit and went forward, and we are now unstuck, so that's good. Just need to readjust the ropes again, and I can start my day. I have been procrastinating, but the list has not been done. I've not done any of it, so I'm gonna start. I am gonna give myself an hour for each task so I don't spend any more time procrastinating. I can do it. I can do it. Just changed the layout of the living space, of the living room. The sofa is back into L-shape mode, and I've done it because now I feel there are more floor space, which is ideal for me. In the colder months, the best place to do yoga on board is actually in the living room because it is the closest to the fire, and I generally prefer to practice in the mornings or in the first half of the day, which seems to be the coldest because obviously after the night the fire needs a little time to warm up and the boat needs to warm up, so it's gonna stay like this for a while. The main task in the bedroom is to go through my drawers and the wardrobe, take all the summer stuff out and reorganize and bring out the winter clothes. Unfortunately, I can't get under the bed by myself, but I can just create a pile of summer clothes here, and when Miles comes back tonight, we can do it together. I'm ready to do the chimney, but I've got one more thing to do just before it. I was phoning the nearest hardware store to find out if they stock a chimney brush because ours was stolen a long time ago when we were in London. but they didn't do such a thing over the phone, so I gave up immediately.
By placing your order at DIY.
So I'm going to deploy the bag and a stick method yet again. It worked alright last time. Before I can clean the chimney, I need to take everything out of the stove and most importantly, remember where everything goes, which is a little bit difficult because the last time I did this was 8 months ago. As my extensive life experience goes, which is the whole 2 times that I've seen our chimney dirty, this is actually not too bad. So the last step is to clean out the burner, get all of the soot out of it, and put it back together, which is not the easiest step because some of our fire bricks are in pieces, so it's going to be a 3D puzzle for me. But aside from that, it is clean. There you go. Should be able just to tie this in the knot.
Everything is upside down. Don't know what's going on. I see you pass me by, and you don't walk alone.
I would have loved to have a shower after doing such a dirty job, but unfortunately the shower doesn't work. The shower's been broken for 2 months, so I haven't had a shower on board for a very long time, and it's just like last year when we didn't have a shower on board for ages. The problem is different this year though. It first started with gas playing up and turning itself off, then the water pump was making weird noises, and we spoke with an engineer and he said that it's probably the water pump that needs replacing. So after weeks of triangulating the problem, we bought a water pump and we're going to try and fit it ourselves next week. These are refillable moisture traps. It is the best moisture extracting tool that we found so far. The way we use it is we have 3 of these and they normally go into places that are quite low on the boat. We have 2 under the bed, 1 in the living room behind the sofa, and sometimes we put 1 from the sofa near the wardrobe. Because they do such a good job, very noticeable difference, and the best thing about these specific ones is that we can refill them, which is great. They're also quite large. I just bought a new bag, 2.5 kilos, which should last us all winter. On average, I would say one of them lasts a few months, so I would just check in halfway through the winter and see how they do, and we never need them in the summer. I have run out of enthusiasm for the list, so the weather is absolutely amazing. It's such a beautiful day and it's really, really warm, so I'm just gonna stop everything I'm doing and go for a walk and come back to it later, or perhaps tomorrow. But that's okay. That's okay too. I've done a lot. This is the third time we are staying in this town and it's just so beautiful. Every time we pass, we try and spend a few days here. I definitely did the right thing by going for a walk. Has anyone ever regretted a walk? I felt like I was bathing in gold. Everything was lit up. You're back.
Yeah, fruitful journey. Well, not so fruitful. Bought a new water pump. Brilliant. And we're going to do it ourselves. However, opening it up, I realise it's actually broken, and I'm pretty sure these bits are meant to be attached to something. So I'm going to send that back and then order it again.
No shower for another week.
I just have to have baths with pans of water like Victorian days. Proper old school narrowboating.
Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps our channel grow. A very special thanks to our patrons and PayPal supporters who help us to make these videos every week. And especially these guys showing up on the screen. If you've been watching for a while, consider joining us on Patreon for bonus vlogs, a sticker of Alba, handwritten card from us, and many other perks. Thanks guys, see you in the next one.